everyone. My name is Vanessa Silva. I am a registered nurse originally from Brazil, and I worked as an organ donor coordinator there for over 6 years. And then I moved to Canada in 2015 to pursue my PhD studies at Queen's University. And that's when my whole story with CDTRP started. I think CDTRP was key for my research and to where I got today. I am an assistant professor at Brock University in the Department of Nursing. And when I started as a CDTRP trainee in 2017, I was in my PhD program. And before I started, I think my story starts before I started with CDTRP, because I attended a meeting and they were holding a Dragon's Den for CDTRP trainees. And I got into that session because I was very curious. And then they didn't have many people presenting. They asked for a volunteer. I have my PhD pre-project to present. So I raised my hand and I presented that off the bat. And I won a prize. And then I remember David Hartel coming to talk to me and saying, you should apply to be a trainee. And that's when my whole story started. I got engaged with my mentor, Dr. Sunny Danani, at that same meeting. And we have been working together since then in many research projects. So being with CDTRP helped me engage with people that I could not have access to if I wasn't in a network as big as CDTRP in this area of organ donation and transplantation. I have to go back to where I was when I left Brazil in my career and transpose that into where I am right now. So when I left Brazil, I had a whole established career. I was known in my country for the research I conducted, for the work I did as an organ donor coordinator. If I went to conferences, everybody knew me. Everybody knew what I was working on and what differences I was making to organ donation in Brazil. I had national leadership in terms of public awareness. So I was the head of public awareness campaigns with the Brazilian Association of Transplantation. I had many interventions that were recognized there. And when I moved to Canada to become a PhD student, that all kind of got erased, and I had to reestablish myself here as a researcher, as a healthcare professional, and bringing my experience as a coordinator to all of that. And CDTRP was key to help me connect with all the people. So learning how to navigate the different levels of care, and also to connect with researchers, to connect with important people that could help me develop my research program was something that I learned in the program. So attending the meetings, attending the webinars, speaking up in front of people in a full room. So all those skills, public speaking, etc., were things that I learned with CDTRP. And that helped me reestablish myself as a researcher and to be known in Canada for organ donation research, which was something that I used to do in Brazil already. My number one advice to every single student that I meet that wants to pursue a research career is attend meetings. Be available, communicate, connect, collaborate. And being in all the meetings helped me in my career because I was able to know what was happening in the organ donation research realm in Canada. And I was able to connect with important people learn their project and learn what the gaps were, so I could design my own research program and make it a large project like it is right now. So I think networking is the most important thing for a graduate student to do. So if you have a project, if you have any work that you're doing, submit your abstract to conferences, attend those conferences, attend the annual meeting, because that's going to make a difference down the road. Not only in your CV, because it's good to have all those presentations in your CV, but also because of all the connections that you can make. As an example, I got a job by going to one of the conferences that I used to go. So I used to present my posters as if I was doing an oral presentation. I always had that professional look at things. So I had handouts to give to people. I presented the whole thing. And in one occasion, I had Laura Hornby stop by my poster, and she's from Canadian Blood Services. And when I finished my presentation to her, she said, I think we're needing someone like you to lead one of the studies that we have. And I made a joke. I told her we should hire me. And that's exactly what happened a few months later. So I sent to her the PDF of my poster, and then we connected and we chatted, and then they offered me a position to lead a national study, which is the core of my research program today. So being available and connecting with people is my key advice to any graduate student that wants to pursue a career in research.